So there's this one airline here in Canada called Canada Jet Lines, or as I prefer to call them, Canada Joke Lines. So this Canada Jet Lines, I think probably since about 2015, they've been talking about starting up an ultra low-cost carrier. In other words, a discount airline. And they've managed to get investors, quite a few different investors, and they have a Facebook page, and they probably have other presences on social media. Anyways, for probably about the last 3 to 4 years, they've been putting up these slogans about what an ultra low-cost carrier should be. You know, how well they're going to treat their customers, and how Canada at one time was the only G7 nation not to have an ultra low-cost carrier. You know, like they keep putting these entries on Facebook, and I'm sure other sites, you know, like blah, 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 blah. This is what we're going to do. And they've had several target dates. They said, okay, we plan to be flying by this time. We plan to be flying by that time. They've missed every single target. So now their current target date that they just released this morning was that they plan to be operating by December 17th, 2019. And all I've got to say is that they sound, in my opinion, to be like a big joke of an airline. And I would be surprised if they even get off the ground and fly 1 single kilometer. Apparently this airline has lost one CEO after another, after another, after another. They've gone through CEOs like some people go through toilet paper. And they just have all these different entries on Facebook, which I basically call just blowing hot air up people's asses. Like I even commented on one of their posts that all they just seem to be doing is blowing hot air at people's asses. And that a good comparison would be, like a sexual comparison would be that they're all foreplaying, no sex. Because that's basically what this airline sounds like. Like they keep planning and planning and planning, but they just won't launch. And I saw in the Facebook comments tonight that some of the people that have invested in them, you know, they want their money back. You know, they're gonna cancel. They're gonna stop investing in them. Like to me, it just sounds like a big joke. Like we have like Swoop and Flair that are Canadian discount airlines. I've heard about another airline coming along that's supposed to also be a discount airline. I've heard about an airline called Enerjet. I haven't heard anything further about them lately. But yeah, all I got to say to Canada Jet Lines is, you know, quit blowing hot air up people's asses. Like, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, supposedly they had leased a couple of jets sometime back, and then the story changed that they, instead of leasing a couple of Boeings, I could be mistaken, but I think it might have been Boeing jets. They've now leased a couple of Airbuses. And this is only my opinion, but I think they're just taking a bunch of people for a ride. They're taking their shareholders for a ride, in my opinion. These people that are working at their company, I think they're just taking them for a ride, in my opinion. They're just leading them down the garden path. And people who are hoping to fly on their airline to save some money, like myself, I'm very grateful for discount airlines, with Canada being the second largest country in the world, geographically speaking anyways. It's nice to have some discount airlines to get from one end of this country to the other. So, yeah, in my opinion, Canada Jet Lines is now Canada Joke Lines. And until I hear about their planes being in the sky and I see them going online to sell plane tickets, all I got to say is I'll believe it when I see it. In my opinion, I don't think I'll ever see it.